What's up, guys? Welcome to Season 4, Episode 40 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Thompson. Joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
You taste that, Chad?
I taste what?
Oh, of course you don't taste that, because I'm tasting a big fat W from last week. You haven't tasted one of those in how long? I think Chad's gone quiet because he's trying to remember how long he's taken for him to win a week.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time, but that doesn't mean it could be this week.
It could be any week, but it just hasn't.
It hasn't.
We're just going off historical, statistics, Chad. I think I've lost him. I think I've lost him, guys. So let's get into Monday Night Raw. We're here. We're live in Birmingham, Alabama. And Chad, we got one of the biggest main events in a long time in Raw history. PJ Black, Kurt Angle for the WWE Interim World Heavyweight Championship. We saw Kurt Angle hold Linda McMahon hostage to get what he wanted after being suspended and being treated like shit by Vince McMahon. Tonight, it all comes to a head. It's PJ Black, Kurt Angle for the championship. Who you got in that match?
I hope it's Kurt Angle.
You hope it's Kurt Angle. Well,
I hope it's Kurt Angle.
I think everyone hopes it's Kurt Angle. Right? Kurt Angle's a good guy.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's awesome.
Yeah, he's Kurt Angle. He's the broken freaking neck guy.
Yeah.
Let's just get into it, Chad, because we have week 8 of our women's invitational to get to, Chad, and two girls could punch their ticket in if they win tonight. Lita and Tori Wilson.
Ooh, they do.
Let's get into it, Chad. But we start off with Nagayo against Hakoto tonight, and Nagayo wins. She moves. She gets another win. I gotta. Don't look right now. I keep forgetting to take pictures of my card. I can't believe I keep doing that. Let's get back into it. Our next match on the Women's Invitational, Miko Satomura taking on Kyoko Inoue, and Satomura keeps Kyoko winless in this Invitational, getting another win here for Satomura.
Poor Kyoko.
Poor Kyoko. Now here comes a big match right here, Chad. Tori Wilson and Mickie James. If Tori Wilson can win, I think Tori Wilson can book her spot in the finals if she wins right here. Oh, I think, she's got to win and Jackie Gato's got to lose.
Oh, well, that's not happening.
Tori Wilson gets it done. She defeats Mickie James in 9:53 with the nose job. Mickie James has been eliminated. Tori Wilson, she's at least going to fight for it. Because I think, I heard Tony yell. It scared the absolute piss out of me. And next we have another match where Lita can book her spot, basically book her spot in. It's not guaranteed yet. She's taking on Yuki Miyazaki, and she gets it done. What a match this was. A 69. Lita defeated Miyazaki in 9:48 by submission. And that leaves the pre-show main event. To stay alive, Jackie Gata has to defeat Cutie Suzuki. Can she do it? Chad's been pulling for Jackie Gata the whole time. Will she make his prediction correct, or will she let him down?
Yes.
Here it goes. Jackie Gata lives to see another week as she defeats Cutie Suzuki in 10-13. That means, Chad,
Jackie Gata, baby.
She's not in it yet.
She will be.
Next week, it all comes down to this. One of Lita and Tori will be in, regardless, right? But for Jackie Gata to win, to make it into the finals, she has to win, and one of Tori and Lita has to lose. Lita's taking on Mickie James, and Tori Wilson is taking on Chigusa Nagayo. That's a tough task to ask for Jackie Gata, but it is. We've seen crazier stuff happen, you know?
Absolutely. Listen, Jackie Gata, she's going all the way.
Well, she took a couple tough losses, and we can run down the tournament right here. She took a couple tough losses. She lost to Lita and Chigusa Nagayo, so it's, that's not a good look for her. You know.
I don't know.
Who Lita? Wow, Lita's only loss was to Tori. Tori beat Lita. Oh my god! And Tori Wilson's only loss is to Jackie Gata. So it's up in the air. Everything comes down to week 10. Who would have thought this would have came down to that? Absolute, all random. Shout out Chigusa Nagaya also 5 points. She could come in third place if Gata loses and Nagaya wins. So a lot can happen here still, Chad.
Oh, crazier things have happened, and I'm ready for anything. But I'll tell you what, I am still part of the Jackie Gata posse.
Yeah, you have to be, Chad. You have to be. Let's just start the show though, Chad. We start Monday Night Raw with a recap of what happened last night, where we just went over Kurt Angle holding Linda McMahon hostage. Shout out Linda McMahon being in the game now. And demanding a world title shot tonight. And now we go into tonight. The McMahon family dynasty. They're all in the locker room. They're all in the office. They're getting ready. And Vince McMahon, he looks in the camera and he looks at Steph and Shane and PJ's like, you know what? This son of a bitch isn't gonna get away with this. There's not a shot in hell he even gets to you tonight, PJ Black, because tonight I'm putting him in a gauntlet style match.
Oh man.
He's gotta beat Mark Henry and he's gotta beat Shane to make it even in. And if he can somehow, by the grace of God, do that, he'll limp his way into that match, PJ, and you'll easily disband him and get rid of him and win that title you're so destined to have. Chad, Kurt Angle gauntlet tonight.
Huge.
He's got to get through Mark Henry and Shane to make it to PJ Black. I'm sure there's gonna be no shenanigans in those.
Yeah, no, nice down the middle contest.
Yes, sir. Linda McMahon. Shout out Linda.
Shout out Linda.
Linda was, I don't think, in this game. I switched someone else to Linda. That's all I did. So shout out Melina for the time being. She's Linda McMahon. We move on, Chad. Our opening match here. We have Double J Records. What am I trying to? Employees, maybe? Co-workers? We got Burger Cade, John Berger and Lance Cade taking on Supernova, BJ Whitmer and Nova. And Whitmer and Nova get the job done, Chad, in 8:03. When
Nova's on a roll.
Nova pinned John Berger with a Nova Cane. I was looking back in my match results for Burger Cade. I gave them a title shot.
You did?
I don't remember. They didn't win a match that month, and they got a title shot. I know they were easily, beaten, but why the fuck were they number one contenders at all?
I don't know.
They were though. Good for them.
Good for them.
Oh, was it because they signed? Is that what it was? The signing bonus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. It was.
It was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, good for them. Good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for BJ Whitmer and Nova. It sounds like I've been told that they have signed their main contract or main roster contracts. They are part of the main roster, and it's now up to the GMs to decide what roster they go to. So they're kind of just showcasing right now.
Okay, yeah. Until someone decides to hire them.
Oh yeah, they got to fight for them. They're the hottest tag team on the roster right now. Crowbar's Creepy Corner, Triple C is what his new segment's called. Chad.
Triple C.
Yeah, Crowbar Creepy Corner.
Crowbar Creepy Corner. I like that.
Yeah, that's his entrance. He gets these. It's like Goldberg. How Goldberg comes out of the locker room. Crowbar's just in a corner, and then the lights turn off and he's in the ring. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
He takes on Major Stash right here. Former, in real life, members of the Flock, I think, right? Crowbar was a Flock member.
Uh,
Not in
was
this
he?
game, in real life.
Real life? Oh, okay.
That sounds right, correct? I might be
I
wrong.
mean, it sounds right.
And I don't even, is that Van Hammer? Is that Major Stash? I don't
Yeah.
Where's Sick Boy?
Where is Sick Boy?
He's just chilling right now. Crowbar, 58. Crowbar's kind of sick, brother.
Crowbar can go.
Crowbar can go. Sean Morley is being interviewed by Kevin Kelly, and he says, Kevin, that IC belt, that's all I can think about. That's all I can dream about. I haven't slept. I haven't eaten. I haven't bathed. I haven't showered. I haven't done anything. That IC belt, man. That's all I want. That's the love of my life. You know, I keep missing important family meetings, and I missed my son's birthday because he's not the IC belt. And he just walks away. I think that IC belt is really infested Sean Morley's head.
I think so too.
Move on. Dean Malenko is backstage with Nick Gage, and he tells Nick Gage, "Hey, you know, usually I have you with me, but sit back here. I gotta go wrestle, and I know you've been out of control lately, Nick. You know, you've been trying to stab anything and everything that has a pulse. You know, I'm trying to get back on a roll right now, and I can't have that. Can't have it, Nick. I can't have you DQ me. I gotta go match. I can't have it here." And he gives him a life-size doll of Danny Basham, and he just stabs that while Dean Malenko goes to wrestle. Dean Malenko takes on Rikishi up next. And in a 91, Dean Malenko defeats Kishi in 1625 with the Texas Clover Leaf. A hell of a match for Dean Malenko here, Chad.
Hell yeah.
Good
for Dean Malenko. Good, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he's been rumbled in the tag division for a while. Maybe it's time for him to open up his wings and show the single competition. You know, he can still go. You know, he's getting to 94. He might be a little older, but he's not Sting old. Well, he might be Sting old, but he can go, unlike Sting.
True. Yeah.
Sorry.
He still got it.
That was an uncalled for shot at Sting.
It was an uncalled for shot at Sting. A legend just being disrespected.
Yeah, you're right. All right. We move on, Chad. You know what this match is. It's JBL and Johnny Curtis.
Oh, hell yeah.
JBL defeats Johnny Curtis with a powerbomb in 641. The second JBL goes from unimportant to recognizable, the game will change. Because I won't have any of this shit anymore. And JBL can just continue squash. He's like a 70 pop, and he's unimportant. I don't understand. I get he's beating Johnny Curtis every week, but come on. We move backstage. Chris Jericho and Teddy Hart, they had a banger of a match last week, Chad. Absolute clinic. Those two guys could go. And Chris Jericho, he says, "Hey, Teddy, look, you were a smug piece of shit to me last week, but I like that. I see a lot of myself in you, Teddy Hart. You know, you're Canadian, greatest country in the world. Am I right? You got a little spunk. I like that. So do I, son of a bitch. And you're a great wrestler. Look, I may have beat the shit out of Brett. I may have beat the shit out of Owen. I may have beat the shit out of you. And hell, I could beat the shit out of Stu. But you got spunk, and I like that. Let's go about back. Let's talk." Ooh.
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. But Randy Orton is getting... I forgot to put Mike Tyson in this. Mike Tyson hypes up Randy Orton. He says, you know, my client right here, Randy Orton, he slayed the dragon known as Brock Lesnar. Something no man has ever done before. And now, you're right here, this fine young specimen right here, you're looking at the next future world champion. Is Tyson... I think Tyson just put Randy Orton in the world title picture right there. I mean, Randy Orton, you know, he beat Brock. Something no man has done besides No one really. Besides, I mean, Kishi
Yeah.
binned him, but that was like a Money in the Bank.
She did it with a cash in. Randy Orton straight up like prepared, fought him in a 1-on-1 match and won.
In a Hell in a Cell 1-on-1 match. Killed him.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't seen Brock since. Is Brock dead? We don't know.
We don't know.
All right. We are going on, Chad. It's gauntlet time. It's gauntlet time, Chad. It's gauntlet time. He's taking on Mark Henry first. Who do you got?
Oh, he's going to be Mark Henry.
Yeah, on a match, it had a little shenanigans. We saw Stephanie McMahon outside of the ring distract Kurt Angle. We heard Shane McMahon's music during this, which confused Kurt because Shane McMahon was already outside of the ring. They're all around the ring right now, They're all around the ring. Vince, Shane, Steph, Linda, Henry, Psychosis, PJ. They're all like a lumberjack style kind of thing. They're just watching. He defeats Mark Henry after a failed distraction from Vince himself and made him tap out. And then Shane immediately comes in, starts beating up Kurt Angle, and Angle just fucking demolishes him, Chad. Shane had no chance. This went 11 minutes because Kurt Angle let it go 11 minutes.
Yeah. He wanted to send a message.
He sent a message to everyone around the ring like, this is no joke. He will beat the shit out of anyone. But he is kind of gassed. He's just wrestled 24 straight minutes. He's dealing with distractions, and now he gets the job done. But now he's got to take on PJ Black. This is it, Jen.
This is it.
This is it.
And he's gassed.
He's gassed. He's fucking tired. PJ comes in and immediately attacks him. The numbers game, well, not the numbers game, but PJ Black beating the shit out of him, beating the crap out of him. These guys have a great back and forth chain wrestling match, but the big finish here, Chad. Let's get to the big finish here. Kurt Angle gets Irish ripped into the corner. The referee somehow, he's in the corner. PJ Black, and the referee's knocked out. The referee is knocked out, Chad. And the McMahons, they see this. They see it. They're like, oh, shit. They get into the ring. They start beating the shit out of them. Not everyone. It's just Shane comes back in. Henry comes back in. Steph's in there with her high heels. She took them off. She's beating the shit out of Angle. And then we hear music we haven't heard in a while. That's Seinfeld's music. Alex Wright makes his way down to the ring. Boom, House of Fire. He starts attacking all the McMahon Black Dynasty. Boom, takes out Shane with the clothesline over the top rope. Takes out fucking Vince. Mark Henry's taken out. Everyone's taken out. And then he runs them out like he's just attacking him. He's like herding cattle. He just knocks the McMahon Black Dynasty run away as Alex Wright's attacking him. They're all backstage now. It's just Kurt Angle and PJ Black, and Kurt Angle's up. He's like, yeah, go get him, Kurt, or Alex, go get him. And then Psychosis, who never showed his face in any of those attacks, came in with a steel chair and hits Kurt Angle in the back of the head. And then PJ Black comes in, hits a 450 splash. The referee back to his somewhat feet. 1, 2, 3. PJ Black is your champion, Chad. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Kurt Angle almost did it. He almost got it done. But Psychosis, that little dastardly, slippery devil, gets the job done, and that is how we end Monday Night Raw. We see Alex Wright right there. Alex Wright's back, Chad.
He's back. The real world champion.
The real world champion's the big thing here, Chad. And came back as a face.
PJ Black. So congrats at PJ Black. You're the interim champion, but the champion's back, so it means nothing now.
Well, it's probably going to be a unification match is what's going to happen. Spoilers. Probably. Alex Wright coming back as a face as well. He left as a heel. He's a face now, Chad. 96.
Embracing Hollywood will do that to you.
Come on, 96. What can we do here, Chad? What are we doing here? Come on. Well, I did have Kurt Angle wrestle in a gauntlet match, so this is kind of skewed a little bit, but still.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine.
How long do we see until we see a gauntlet match over for you?
Probably next week.
Shawn Michaels against Benoit, RVD, and Bret Hart. Wow. We'll see you for WCW Nitro.
And we are here with Nitro. We're not building a fall brawl on Nitro, but we are just progressing along. We are on our road to the next big show, Halloween Havoc, in a couple months. That's our next big joint branded pay-per-view where you'll see some of your favorite Nitro stars.
Like Bill DeMott.
Like Bill DeMott. Actually, Bill DeMott does not work here anymore.
Yes, you're right. All right, Chad, let's get into the show.
Let's do it.
You got a 94 last week.
Yeah.
It was really close to beating me, but it didn't.
Yes. Today's episode of Nitro, Justin, is going to be a little bit of a somber one.
Yeah, we'll get into it when we get into it.
We will get into it. But we start the show off. We've got Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and Chris Benoit. Of course, these three men will square off next week. I said 2 weeks. So next week in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Tonight, Shawn Michaels comes out here to tell Bret Hart and Chris Benoit, being the champion and being somebody who's got a pinfall over both of you, I went ahead and asked Billy Kidman if he could squeeze in a meeting. I know he's really busy over there on Thunder with whatever he's doing, and he graciously accepted the meeting. And I told him, I said, listen, I think it's only fair. I've been in the ring with both of these men. I have to face them again. So he allowed me the opportunity to maybe a champion's advantage, because guess what? I am not wrestling tonight, but both of you are. But you're not wrestling each other. No, I've picked your opponents tonight, and I'm going to be watching and scouting and finding any little weakness that I haven't already exploited to help Shawn Michaels retain that world championship.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. I like it.
So we got Bret Hart versus somebody and Chris Benoit versus somebody. At first, we've got the next round of the $1 Million Man tournament on the Nitro side. Noble No More taking on Devon Dudley. And in a decent match, Devon Dudley defeats Noble No More in 1437 with a Dudley death drop.
Damn, these guys could have both been like, what am I trying to say? Dark horses to win, but they unfortunately ended up first round against each other. So
you hate to see it, especially when you see who the other side of the bracket was.
Oh no, could they have switched?
Yeah, that's just the luck of the draw, unfortunately.
You could have changed it. There was no draw. You made it.
Next up, we've got Mil Muertes versus Chuck Palumbo. Now, of course, the Wild Boys are taking on the team who are going by the name The Wicked as of late. And Mil Muertes versus Chuck Palumbo in some singles action. And then about that decent wrestling below here, Mil Muertes defeated Chuck Palumbo with a La Patriota.
Ooh, the La Patriota. What is that, Chen?
Named after the El Santos, who's trying to be the biggest La Patriota and become president.
All right.
After the match, the Wild Boys, Chase Tatum, he was attacked by those two last week, and Chase Tatum, he comes down to the ring to face off Chuck to help Chuck Palumbo, who is being attacked by these two, and Ken Anderson runs back in, and Justin, the three of them are able to outpower the Wicked. The Wicked eventually back off, but yeah, it has appeared that the numbers game for the Wild Boys have favored them early.
I mean, as it should. There are three right there, but they also have Big Dave Batista and Sean O'Hare. It's like, true. Unless the Wicked get three more guys, the number game will always be an advantage of the Wild Boys.
That is true. What is up their sleeve? How are they planning to deal with that for their upcoming tag title match? We will have to see.
Oh no,
Justin!
Oh no! That is happening tonight.
We did it. We didn't get it last week because Rob Van Dam got injured. So tonight we will get Rob Van Dam versus the Big Show.
Okay. Is that the main?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
You are, aren't you?
I think it's co-main. Tony Schiavone comes out and he's wearing all black and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, over the last couple of days, we have been getting news that we lost one of our own a couple nights ago. We lost a multiple-time WCW champion, a tag team champion,
Get away
TV
from
champion."
Your mic.
He says we lost a former champion and a man who was beloved backstage. Buff Bagwell has passed away.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Drugs did seem to play a part of his death. So a lot of the wrestling industry, there's some telescopes there. The people are watching the wrestling industry right now. Another drug death in this save, and it happened to be former WCW. What was he, a TV champion?
TV champion. I'm pretty sure he was a tag team champion, a U.S. champion.
He came over. He was part of the Big Bad Bitches group. He was bitch for a little bit in WWF. So he had a good run mostly known for a WCW guy for sure, but he had a run in WWF. He had a cup of coffee over there, but WCW lost one of their own tonight, and
true.
It's a sad day here. You never want to see someone die in the save. So it's very weird. I don't like it at all.
Especially because I was looking at Buff Bagwell return. To be honest with you, he was mixed. But anyway,
hey,
Tony
shout
Schiavone
out to that motorcycle on our fucking road ripping.
I know he's ripping it for Buff Bagwell. But he said, so Nitro this week and Thunder this week will be dedicated to Buff Bagwell, and we started off our tribute to one of WCW's best with a Buff Bagwell Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, the BBMBR.
And in the match, Big Davey won a Battle Royal in 10:02. The other members of the Final Four were Kevin Nash, Ahmed, and Fit Finlay. Kevin Nash being the final elimination.
Trent Acid.
Big Davey got the most eliminations over the course of the match.
When the fuck did Trent Acid come over?
We just signed him.
This is his debut?
No, he's had a couple matches, but this is his...
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
All right, don't make... All right.
At least I think, anyway.
I think he may have wrestled on a Saturday night, but that's it. Yeah, Saturday night.
Oh, well, yeah, he's debuting in the Battle Royal. What a match to debut in.
Yeah, Trent Acid's here, Chad. Tell me about him.
Some people are saying he's the next Buff Bagwell.
Because he's a drug guy?
Oh no! Yeah,
that was really fucked up, Chad. That was real disrespectful. That was one of the worst things you've ever said. He got fired because he was caught in possession of drugs.
Well, hopefully this is his wake up call.
All right.
And in another round of the $1 Million Tournament, Mikey Whipwreck takes on Hardcore Holly. And in a poor match, Mikey Whipwreck defeated Hardcore Holly with a whippersnapper. Justin, Mikey Whipwreck advances.
Why? Why couldn't they?
Why not?
Why are you pushing Mikey Whipwreck over the guy you just gave a gimmick to? He's lost for words here.
Mikey Whipwreck wins.
All right. It's your show.
Trish Stratus joins us via her satellite from her home to tell us she is injured. However, she will be medically cleared soon and will be defending her women's championship against the woman who took her out, Minami Toyota. And Toyota was in the ring, who comes down to the ring during this interview, tells Trish Stratus, listen, I hope you are at home and I hope you hug that championship a little tighter because when you come back, I'm going to be finishing the job. I'm going to take that belt and I'm going to take you back to the hospital.
I'm really hyped for this match.
Nice.
And this one too.
We've got a tag team match. Ahmed and Ron Simmons take on the Harris twins. And then about that, decent rush from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Ahmed and Ron Simmons defeat the Harris twins in 12:54 when Ahmed pinned Ron Harris with a spine buster.
Nice. Ahmed and Ron Simmons, that's a team.
Yeah. It might be a team. The Ahmed Protection Agency might be a thing.
Sorry, my mom just sent a picture. They're flying back from their cruise today, and Uncle Cracker was sitting a row ahead of them.
Oh, wow. Uncle Cracker.
So it's just a picture of the back of his head.
That's funny.
And then she put a picture of him in the chat and said, "This is who he is, just in case you don't know."
Like you didn't know who Uncle Cracker was?
My brothers are young. I don't know if they would know Uncle Cracker.
That's fair. That's fair. At least you do.
I wish I didn't. Lapierre's finest Uncle Greg.
Lapierre's prodigal son, Uncle Cracker. All right. First off, we've got Samoa as Bret Hart's handpicked opponent, Samoa Joe. Or sorry, Shawn Michaels' handpicked opponent for Bret Hart, Samoa Joe. And about that Superb Wrestling Great Heat, Bret Hart defeated Samoa Joe in 1438 with a sharpshooter. I lied. Benoit, Big Show, Rob Van Dam is the main event, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought it was this.
So you combat the gauntlet with this?
Yeah.
Did you have this book prior to the gauntlet?
Yes, I did.
Fair enough. All right. Who's Benoit's opponent going to be?
Well,
and why did Shawn pick Samoa? Was there any reasoning behind it, or did?
He picked a guy. He's seen Samoa Joe with his submission holds tap out some people. Samoa Joe, Shawn Michaels said, "Listen, Samoa Joe, this could be a good opportunity for you to pick up some momentum that you've lost by picking up a win against Bret Hart."
Why does Shawn care about that?
I think he just wanted an opponent that could potentially hurt Samoa
Joe. That's what I would have said. That was the answer I was looking for. Shawn shouldn't give a fuck about Samoa Joe's momentum. He's not fucking Commissioner HBK right now.
But he just wanted someone who he thought could hurt Bret. Exactly. Samoa Joe's that guy.
So this should be probably Batista, seeing Big Daddy V was in the Battle Royal.
Right.
Oh, what a call.
Yep. What a call. We got Batista versus Chris Benoit. And about that Great Heat Good Wrestling, Chris Benoit defeats Dave Batista with a Dragon Suplex.
Only an 83 is crazy.
Only an 83 is crazy.
Okay. Benoit's got a gimmick that's getting stale, so you might have to change Benoit's gimmick. I think that's probably what happened. Poor gimmick, yeah. He gets penalized for it. Dave Batista was penalized for poor selling and inconsistency as well.
Damn.
Oh, Batista can't sell? What a shock. You're telling me he's not ready?
and our main event.
Oh, you went match. You really did gauntlet style it.
match.
You're a freak of nature.
The Battle Royal was something that I just added, and so the time that I used for that, I realized, oh shit, I don't have time for any promos in between, and I went, oh well.
All right, hey.
Big Show versus Rob Van Dam in an exceptional match. Rob Van Dam defeats the Big Show in 1543 with a frog splash. So, Justin,
Big Show only got a 79. Big Show, my boy, you've been massacred.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Big Show's not over anymore? What do you question mark? RVD can go still. Yeah, he's not as over as he was when he came over.
That's probably fair.
Let me look at what else it says. Stamina as well. He can't go 15? Oh no!
What a fat piece of shit.
Well, let's see. Did you book it? You booked it 16. Okay, so that's probably what. You probably can go 15. Is a 16,
but not a minute more.
Not a minute more, apparently. Poor Big Show, big fat piece of shit. Well, RVD won here.
Yes.
Let's not get away from that. A big win for RVD. No promo. Wow, there was. There has been no blow off to any of what happened at the 3 big matches. Not an angle where Sean's taking notes. Not an angle where Sean came down, put a chair down, and sat and watched it front row. Nothing.
Nope. You watched backstage.
You'll find out what he wrote down next week.
Yeah.
91.
91.
You're telling me this only fit in an hour and a half?
Yeah.
How long? The Battle Royal wasn't that long, was it?
I don't think it was that long.
Well, 8 matches. Yeah, 8 matches would do that, Chad.
A lot of wrestling on this show.
I only do
just how Buff Daddy would have wanted it.
Pour one out for Buff Daddy. We'll see you for SmackDown.
Pour one out for Buff is the stuff. I mean, this is the start of the show, right?
This is right here, right now. We're starting, Chad.
All right, fine. Are you recording
Eric
now?
Bischoff comes out in a cast and all that. Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. Goldberg, and he comes out. He's got a fucking what does he got on, Chad? He's got a neck
crutches.
brace. He's got crutches. Nice call, Chad.
No problem.
And he's got a microphone. He comes out to the ring, and he limps out to the ring, of course, and he says, Goldberg and I, we've had a long history together, working together. We had a long history in WCW. And I understand and I get and I see where he's coming from,
with his competitive nature and his drive and his work ethic to always come out on top. Fuck. Oh, but however, attacking me, an official, the GM of SmackDown, is not the appropriate way to handle your frustration, Bill. You have to understand, as someone who's been involved in the wrestling business for many years, I believe in maintaining a level of professionalism and respect, both inside and outside of the ring. Now, I'm not going to let my anger get the best of me, because last week, as I said, I was threatening to fire Bill right here, right now. But with all this said, I'm not going to be. There will be no firing. Goldberg will not be fired tonight. Sorry to get your hopes up, Ted Turner, but we will be hereby suspending him indefinitely. You know, we've had a lot of officials getting beat down backstage. We had the boss's wife get choked out over there on Monday Night Raw. And this can't happen anymore. I'm not going to stand for it. I can barely stand to begin with, but I'm not going to stand for it. And hopefully with this suspension, you know, people in the locker room on both sides, both brands, get this in their head that this can't happen anymore. This shit will not fly here in the WWE.
Good for Eric Bischoff. I mean, listen, if I went to work tomorrow and punched my boss in the face, I would be probably suspended indefinitely as well. I
dare you to try it.
No, in fact, I think I'd even be worse than suspended.
Ask for a
title match. Walk in and say, I'm the champion now.
Okay, so unfortunately, I forgot to hit the record button, and we missed all of our pre-show stuff. So anything, I mean, John Cena got hurt in the pre-show. Tajiri beat Jack Evans, and Super Callow returned the favor on good old light heavyweight champion Jack Evans. Or Shannon Moore. Not Jack Evans. Jack Evans is not the champion. That's it. That's all you missed. We're here on Friday Night SmackDown. We're here in New York City, a special SmackDown here in the Madison Square Garden. We got a big show ahead of us, and I'm not talking about the joke over there in WCW. I'm talking about a massive show here. We got a huge opening match here tonight, though, Chad. Huge.
I can't wait to see it.
Two big men coming down to the ring. Former FBI member Nunzio will be taking on, I guess, a newly found member of the Funk Boys, Kid Cash, in our opening contest here. And Kid Cash gets it done after a distraction from Too Cold Scorpio. He grabbed little Nunzio's little delicious feet and distracted him, Chad.
His delicious feet?
Why'd you say that?
Isn't that what you said?
No.
I thought you said delicious feet.
I was like, are you? Ew. What are you?
That's what I said. I thought you said he grabbed him by his delicious little feet. I was
what the hell are you talking?
That's what I thought you said.
What the hell are you talking about, Chad?
That's why I was confused.
Yeah, but why is that even in your head?
Listen, does Kid Cash have delicious little piggies? I don't know.
It was Nunzio's, first off.
It was Nunzio and his delicious little piggies.
Chad, I'm just gaslighting you. That's exactly what I said. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, so I'm not crazy.
I'm just toxic, Chad.
I literally was like, am I nuts? Did I just imagine that?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. You know, Too Cold Scorpio and Kid Cash, they're back. 1997's favorite tag team, voted by the fans.
People were clamoring for it again.
I got stopped in the street today, and someone said, "Hey, bring back the Funk Boys."
Back to Funk Boys and his delicious piggies.
Oh, okay. All right, Jen. All right. And Too Cold Scorpio and Kid Cash, they slither out of the ring and they celebrate their deviousness. They get one over on poor little Nunzio here, Chad.
Nunzio, man, if only he had a team of his own to watch his back.
Wow. What are you, my script writer?
I was alluding to the tag team he left to come here.
Oh. Well, speaking of coming here, the Undertaker has arrived, Chad. He's here in MSG. He parked his motorcycle. He's in action tonight, Chad. He's got a big match tonight, Chad. Do you want me to spoil who he's taking on in our co-main event?
Yeah, who's he going to take on?
He's taking on a man that personifies grit and just hard-hitting action. And can you take a guess of who that is?
Great and hard-hitting action.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Mick Foley.
Mick Foley's dead. Do you not remember what happened on SmackDown last week?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, he was in that big hardcore match.
It's been a whole SmackDown. He's already forgot. Wasn't even a hardcore match.
Oh, well, whatever. I don't remember. Who is he facing?
No, that's hurts my feelings. He's taking on the hard-hitting and gritty C.W. Anderson in our co-main event tonight.
Wow.
That's going to be a banger.
And it's going to be something.
It's going to be a banger, Chad. Our next match, Chad, Rhino comes out, and he's in the ring. And then Meng and Barbarian come out, and they're frustrated, Chad. They are frustrated. They have gotten embarrassed in the ring by Rhino. So they said, you know what, Rhino? You're not going to take on us tonight. You're going to take on our baby boy. And out comes Ekmo Fatu, Chad. Ekmo Fatu will be taking on Rhino here right now. And in a decent little match here, Rhino gets the job done. Pre-show workers suck my ass. It doesn't matter, game.
Man, Ekmo at a 52 ain't bad.
Exactly, Chad. You just let them fester in the developmental for 6 years. That's what happens. That's what happens.
They learn how to wrestle, believe it or not.
They're doing something down there, brother.
They're really doing something over there in your developmental, good old TNA.
Yeah. Remember that tournament I announced but never completely forgot I was doing? Yeah, we'll get back to that next month. Pandemic shut down.
That's why he's here.
No, that's not how it works. Ekmo Fatu gave Rhino a big battle here. He kicked out of a big fucking power bomb, but that was not enough. And Rhino hits the goal and gets the job done in 6:08, Chad. Ekmo, he gave him a good run, though.
He did. Maybe we'll see more of him.
You done?
You get it? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We panned to a shot of the Statue of Liberty, Chad. We're here in New York. And the La Resistance are here. And Rene Dupree, all he's saying is how, just like the Statue of Liberty, they are also a gift to America from France.
That was good.
That was good. Historical facts.
That was funny. Yeah, historical jokes.
Yeah. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm smart, pretty, and hot, and historical, I guess. Yeah.
Historical.
All right, we'll move on. Kevin Kelly's interviewing Booker T about, his upcoming tag team match at Bad Blood against the Final Bosses, but not only that, he's got a main event match tonight against Shinya Hashimoto, and he's asking him about that. And Booker T says, look, I'm not scared of Hashimoto. I'm not scared of Kojima. I'm not scared of Jim Cornette. I got my brother Stevie Ray right by my side. And hell, I'm going to go step into that ring and show him why I am the five-time tag team, WCW tag team champion of the world. And can you dig that? Sucker. He's taking on Hashimoto in the main event tonight, Chad.
Oh, yeah. Good for Booker T.
Speaking of Booker T, London and Kendrick are in action tonight. Well, actually, up next, Chad. London and Kendrick, man. What's your favorite London and Kendrick match?
Favorite Brian Kendrick and Paul London match? Man, I'd have to really search my brain.
Nice.
It's been so long since I've watched a Kendrick.
I feel like they had a cool match with Deuce and Domino once. I don't know. I feel like that had to have happened.
Their tag team against the Major Brothers was really good.
Were they still around at that point? Major Brothers didn't come until like 08, 09.
Their Trevor and Murdoch match was very good.
And then they were on Raw. London and Kendrick were SmackDown. So you're thinking like fucking, oh God, who were like the 05 tag teams on SmackDown?
Like Deuce and Domino.
Yeah, Deuce and Domino, like 06. Oh God, I'm trying to reach into my bag and not like the fucking Mexicools, like Super Crazy and Psychosis probably had a decent little match. Hoovy.
Probably do. Wasn't like Regal and Dave Taylor attacked
Regal
on
and
SmackDown
Dave
too?
Taylor are probably running around in 0506 SmackDown for
Yeah,
sure.
probably. Yeah, definitely, right?
Fit Finley and Hornswoggle. Who knows, man? SmackDown 06 was crazy. Like, King Booker was like main event world champion.
Fucking. Oh, my favorite Brian Kendrick and Paul London match was when Booker T's cabinet, Finley and William Regal, faced them in a tag team.
Dude, Mr. Finley had like a world title match at one point.
Yeah, a couple.
Oh God, it was like him and Batista, yeah, and like a multi-man pro. Who cares? Let's move on.
I'm pretty sure he wrestled the Undertaker for a belt.
There's no shot Finley and Taker went one-on-one for the belt.
Taker won, obviously. But.
I don't believe it. Yeah, they're up next. They're taking on Supernova, and a decent little match here, Chad. Decent little match.
A decent little match.
61. Kendrick and London, pretty good. Whitmer and Nova, pretty decent. Whitmer's, slowly getting there, but yeah, London and Kendrick get the job done. London hits the London calling on poor little BJ. What do you know about poor little... Never mind. You know where I was going with that one, am I right, Chad? Oh, yeah. Chavo is just with Mystico, and he just talks to the camera, and he vows to Mystico and the whole Guerrero family and him to himself more than anyone that he will bring this fucking title. He will slay the dragon known as Latin Lover. He will stab him in the heart, and then he's gonna shoot him in the heart, Chad. Literally and metaphorically.
He's gonna shoot him in the heart. He'll die.
That's not for him to, that's not his fault. Well, it would be, but it's not his problem.
Fair enough, I guess.
We move on, Chad. Yeah, Double J Records. They got a tag team match here. Scotty 2 Hotty and Chris Daniels. Then they come out, in the new. Are you dead, Chad? Oh no. You did say you were going to be out at 8:00 today, Chad. You have our other roommate worrying about your health and safety. And you also promised mac and cheese, so you're in a double duty right here.
Oh, mac and cheese is in the bag in the fridge.
Well, you better go text him. You can even go hang up.
Sleep.
Well, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, they come out to title bound. Oh, what a sick song that is, Chad. Original music in this save. Who would have thought? Oh my God. I gotta turn that back. Sound off. My bad. It's Scotty 2 Hotty and Chris Daniels. They're taking on D-Lo and D-Ro Drago. 83 in what fucking world?
I kind of like the tag team of D-Lo and Drago.
D-Lo and
Drago.
D-Rogo. Rago? Yeah. Well, we'll fine tune the name. All right, doesn't matter. Yeah, 83 here. Scotty 2 Hotty and Double J Records get the job done. In 1439, when Scotty 2 Hotty pins D-Lo with a pile driver. A pile driver.
I miss Drago.
I miss D-Lo.
Well, he's here now.
No, I miss him in real life.
Oh.
I ran this show in New York just for the Rene Dupree Statue of Liberty joke.
That's a funny bit. It's worth it. That was good. I like that. That was funny, Justin.
We're 6 segments past and I'm still stuck on it.
It's funny.
Yeah, you know what? And then where are we at? Cornette. He comes out and he's shit talking Jeff Jarrett, right? And then Misawa comes out and chokes him out, Chad.
Oh no.
He comes out and chokes him out. Yeah. Comes out and chokes him out. The family. Steven Richards says, once again, we're put on the back burner by the booking team of Friday Night SmackDown. We're 3 weeks off of the biggest 2 wins of this, the 2 biggest upset wins of this company's ever seen. And we're here cutting promos and catering again. This shit's going to stop. Mark my words. This isn't the last you've seen of us. The Undertaker makes his way down in the ring, Chad. He's here. Taking on C.W. Anderson, Chad.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man, they have a back and forth gritty fight, but you already know. The Undertaker
gets the job done, defeating CW. 17 minutes. CW Anderson put on a fight, Chad. He's got that Arn Anderson blood in him. I completely Oh, no, I don't. Why? Okay, no, I have a segment later. Sorry. I have a segment. The next segment, I didn't even read it. I was worried that I forgot it in the whole fucking thing. Yeah. You know, Undertaker gives him a fucking beatdown. CW Anderson just won't give up. He won't get pinned. He just keeps kicking out of it. But it took a tombstone to defeat CW Anderson in 17-28. A good match and a good showing for CW Anderson in, you know, that he can go with a guy like The Undertaker. You know, he's not he's former two-time SmackDown Tag Team Champion, former TNA Universal Champion. This guy has some accolades to him. And tonight showcased why he is not to be just, you know, penciled out as a tag team guy. Like, this guy can go.
I mean, he went toe-to-toe with The Undertaker.
And the Undertaker understands that, and he shows his respect to CW Anderson after a hard-fought match and gives him a little, you know, handshake. Gives him the little sign of respect here to CW Anderson.
Heck yeah. Love that.
We move on our co-segment of the night, our co-main event. Well, it doesn't matter. Don Fry is shadowboxing, Chad. And he's got a new manager. This manager introduces himself that he's now representing the new knockout artist, Don Fry. Who's his manager, Chad?
I'm sure I'll find out here in a second.
Who? Take a guess. He's gritty and hard-hitting.
Gritty and hard-hitting. CW Anderson.
No, close. Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson.
These guys look alike, and they both hit hard. And Arn Anderson's now saying that he's representing the knockout artist, Don Fry.
Hell, I love that.
To Tap Out Crew 2.0, baby. Let's go. And that leads us to our main event, Booker T versus Shinya Hashimoto. Big main event vibes, feels here. Booker T and Hashimoto. But Booker T gets the job done when he rolls up Hashimoto after Cornette came out and tried to distract Booker T with a racket. But Stevie Ray stopped him, Chad, and he stopped him, and he turned around, and he clotheslined Jim Cornette, and Booker T rolls up Hashimoto to get the job done. Hashimoto's first loss here in the WWE. Booker T gets it done.
Hell yeah. Good for Booker T.
Good for Booker T. It gets a 70. I did it.
Oh, wow.
I did it. I did the fuck up. It happens to both of us.
The angle. All right, we are here on Thunder, Justin, and I think we got a pretty good show lined up for you today.
Yeah, what makes you say that?
Oh, you know, we're building towards Fall Brawl, and I think I got some pretty good matches.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's a cat running around my room. I'll let you talk about this first match, Chad.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, my throat got all coffee at the last second. Okay, anyway. We got a pre-show bout that had Subpar Wrestling and Nas of the Crown Heat when James Storm defeated Evan Courageous with an 8-second ride.
What's going on?
Just a pre-show match, you know, James Storm, Evan Courageous, two young guys going at it, and James Storm picked up a win.
The 8-second ride, Chad. You know all
the 8-second ride.
You know all about the 8-second rides, don't you?
That's what they call me.
Who?
We got Truth or Stairs versus the Quick City Kingpins in a tag team pre-show bout. Two up-and-coming tag teams, two young teams new to the tag division trying to make a name for themselves. And in a pre-show bout that decent wrestling but little heat, Truth or Chairs defeated Quick City Kingpins in 14:59 when Steve Corino pinned SEMA with an old-school expulsion.
Yeah, that was an early loss for SEMA and Aguila here, Chad.
Yeah, but, you know, I let the game decide it because I said I like both of these teams, and I didn't really know who I wanted to win and who I wanted to lose, so I looked at the fate.
That's fair. You could have just not had them wrestle each other.
I could have.
That's fair. Yeah. I like, yeah. Oh, speaking of I like, here we go. Put a little champagne.
We had another pre-show bout. We got
cocaine.
Got a little leeway. We got Johnny Devine versus Champagne in a pre-show bout that's Subpar Wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Johnny Devine defeated Champagne in 12:30 by pinfall.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that he fucking lost that match. That's That is, let's put a damper on not only my day but my whole entire life. So thanks for that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I will never financially recover from this.
Damn, did you bet the house on champagne?
You better start packing.
The Kidman Council, they come out to the ring, and Billy Kidman, he says, in just a couple of weeks, we will be going to war against Limitless. However, that's in 2 weeks. And like every great battle, or every great war, there are many, many battles. And tonight, we have a battle of our own in store, because you see, I'm making a vow to everyone here at the Dunkin' Donuts Center tonight. We will take out Ray, AJ, Hoovy, Bobby, Super Crazy. We'll take them all out tonight, and we're gonna take the Cruiserweight Championship away from Rey Mysterio, and we are going to bring it back to the Council. Because you see, at War Games, we need our opponents to be broken down physically and mentally, and we're going to do just that. Tonight, Bobby Roode will take on his former Team Canada partner, Eric Young, in a no disqualification match. We will have Hoovy and AJ taking on Minoru Suzuki, Taka Michinoku, and Dark Shark in a 3-on-2 handicap match, which will also be no disqualification. And tonight, in our main event, Rey Mysterio will defend his Cruiserweight Championship against...
Not even champion.
Yeah, he is actually. He is.
When the fuck did Matt Hardy lose it?
He never won it. I was wrong. But he will defend the belt against Matt Hardy tonight.
Next segment?
Yes.
Don't look. When?
Yeah, I looked already.
When the?
I don't know. I don't know.
When the fuck did Matt? Huh? Why did I think Matt Hardy was the champion?
I also thought Matt Hardy was champion. So you're not crazy, because I also thought it.
I swear, don't look at the show. I gotta look. I have to visually look now. Not Vader. Ray defeated to win it. Okay. Huh. That's crazy. I really thought he won it.
So did I.
What the fuck is my...
He'll have an opportunity to win it in the main event tonight.
Okay, there we go. All right, sorry. Oh, don't look.
But tonight we've got our 2-on-3 handicap match, and in a good match, AJ and Hoovy defeated Suzuki, Taka, and Dark Shark when AJ pinned Dark Shark with a Styles Clash.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Kidman Council looking like bums, losing to a 2-on-3. All right.
I think it's more so AJ capitalized on a Shark Boy. You know what I mean? Like, that's he got the pin over the weakest member. But anyway. Yeah, but that got a little 7-9.
I wouldn't have known that unless you showcase the match a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair. I mean, and that's pretty much what it came down to. You know, Hoovy started it, and it was Hoovy, and the part of the whole game was keep them away from each other. You know, Hoovy started it. Suzuki started dominating early and was keeping Hoovy from AJ. All three of them were rapidly tagging in. It wasn't until Hoovy was able to counter a Michinoku driver, he was then able to break away, get a hot tag to AJ. AJ from the top rope into a phenomenal forearm, and then did his little hot tag where he took everybody out, and it eventually led to a Styles Clash on Dark Shark.
Hell yeah. Fuck you, Dark Shark, Evil Uno.
After the match, AJ and Hoovy, they grab microphones and they start shit-talking Kidman, saying, oh yeah, this is a hell of a battle. You're really making a message here tonight. Yeah. And Kidman, he says, you know what? I'm happy that you guys are in good spirits. I'm happy that you like to make jokes, because tomorrow night, because next week, I'm making a match. It's going to be AJ Styles going 1-on-1 against Juventud Guerrera. And if either one of you lay down for the other one and attempt to shorten the match or not weaken, if you don't give these fans a match that they deserve, then then not only will I cancel War Games, but I'm gonna fire you on the spot.
I'd cancel it anyway.
I might just do it anyway.
I thought he was gonna kiss him.
Right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
But yeah, AJ versus Hoovy next week.
Tomorrow night on the go home.
Tomorrow night. Drew.
Right. Ooh.
Yes, we have a decent match. CM Punk, he comes out with his TV title, and he wanted to have himself a little TV Open challenge, and it was answered by Lash LaRue. And in a decent match, CM Punk defeated Lash LaRue with an arm triangle choke and made defense number 9 of the TV title.
Damn, defense number 9 already. Fair enough. You do have a lot of open challenges, but damn, I did not realize he's defended.
I always feel like the TV title is like that championship that's defended on TV. I always feel like that's like one of the prestigious gimmicks about it. It's like
the U.S. belt was defended like every week with Benoit.
Right. I mean, fair, but I just feel like that's the gimmick of the TV belt. The TV title, just in real life as a championship, always confuses me because I never get what the gimmick.
It's just the name. It's not like the gimmick. It's the name.
I know, but if I ever run a wrestling company, you'll never see me having a television champion as my actual like mid card belt.
Yeah, I don't think
something else.
Well, I don't even know if it's a mid card. I would consider it a lower mid card kind of gimmick in real life, not in this save. I think in this save it has been elevated to a main card, mid card kind of thing. But
definitely. I mean, Jim Duggan found it in the trash in real life, so it's definitely not prestigious in real life.
Exactly.
But AJ Styles grabs a microphone and he says, "This is the Oh, sorry. What did I say?
AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, CM Punk. Sorry, CM Punk comes in the ring with a microphone and he says, "This is the competition. This is why I came to Thunder to beat Lash LaRue. Listen, Lash, I understand that you've been teaming around with Ken Shamrock, all right, and you're his protege, right? But if this is what Ken Shamrock's been showing you, maybe I made a bad mistake coming here. Maybe I should go back to Nitro." And then Ken Shamrock, he shows up and, he defends his protege's honor. He says, "Listen, Lash LaRue is the future of this industry, and so is Matt Cross. And you, CM Punk, you better watch your mouth because you're the new kid on the block here, and I'm a former Universal Champion. And if you have a problem with me or any of my proteges, I have no problem getting in that ring and breaking your damn arm." And CM Punk, he says, "Ken Shamrock, listen, that's the difference between you and I. You are always so quick to get into a fight. Me, I'm smarter than you, Shamrock. I'm calculated, and I have no problem going toe-to-toe with you, but it's going to be on my terms." And then CM Punk rolls out of the ring and goes to the back. We have ourselves another tag team match. Masters of Disguise taking on Funaki and Abaddon. And in about that decent wrestling, but not such crowd heat, Masters of Disguise defeated Funaki and Abaddon at 9:42 when Lodi pinned Abaddon with an aerial brainbuster.
Hey, yo, give me fucking Funaki, brother. Best in-ring any of these guys, and he's just sitting here tagging with Abaddon?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. We might 65 is nothing to sneeze at.
It's better than Lodi, and Lodi is 72-35 in the save.
Yeah.
So, why is Lodi getting all the pushes when it's when a Funaki better in ring?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
People are asking.
People are indeed asking. After that match, Lodi and Homicide, they bring out a PowerPoint clipboard of their own, and Lodi says, last week Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, they had a little PowerPoint talking about all the ways they're better than us. And so I would like to, I thought, I should have my own rebuttal. So I brought my own PowerPoint today, and he's flipping through it, and it shows him, it just shows his career throughout the years. It shows him, as a member of the Flock. It shows him with Sick Boy. It shows him as the Cruiserweight Champion. He said, "You see, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, before you guys were even a thought, before you guys were even lacing up wrestling boots, I've been in this company. And I've been in the big matches, the title matches. I've been with teams. You see, I've done it all right? And I am sick and tired of you guys disrespecting me and not giving me the acknowledgement that I deserve. So I'll tell you what, you want to talk all the crap about me, you want to talk about homicide, that's fine. But at Fall Brawl, you better bring your A game, world's greatest tag team. Because if you talk all of this crap about how much better you are than us, and then you don't win, what does that say about you guys? I think it says that you're nothing more than an overrated flash in the pan who's full of crap, to be honest with you, because I am Low D, and I am one. And I'll say it. I am one of the building blocks of this company. I have been for years, and it's about damn time people put some respect on the name of Low D.
Okay, Lodi standing up for himself. I don't know about building block, but hey.
I mean, you could. I think you could make an argument for it.
Yeah, but really, what has he done? You know, other than be a good old comedy lower mid card gimmick.
Yeah, I mean nothing.
Yeah. I think.
You think I'm a joke? Let's see how big of a joke I am at Fall Brawl when I kick your asses.
I think Canyon's more of a building block than Lodi, and Canyon's not been properly used. Canyon's U.S. champion, former, world champion contender. Lodi.
Canyon's booked in a match tonight.
Cool.
We've got a singles match next. We come back from commercial. We see Shane Helms, who remember last week knocked off Steven Regal.
Yeah.
And now he's going 1-on-1 against Six. And in a decent match, Shane Helms defeated Six with a vertebreaker. They got great chemistry.
They do. Will this match make Six the number one contender? Is that a yes?
I don't think it will.
More losses. That'll do it, right?
Right.
He's got to go on a 2-28 streak.
And then he'll become number one contender again.
There we go.
After the match, Shane Helms is celebrating, and he is attacked from behind by Steven Regal. And Steven Regal,
bastard!
He just starts beating. He's clearly embarrassed about losing to Shane Helms last week, and he starts fighting him and beating him down, and he challenges Shane Helms to a rematch.
Why?
I think he wants to prove that his win was a fluke.
I think it wasn't.
Well, we'll have to see.
What happened to is there any millionaire bracket match to this tonight, or is it just later?
It's gonna be. So we accidentally booked one last week because I forgot the matchup. The Thunder bracket is going to take place. I wanted to give the Nitro one a month, and I'm gonna give, since it's happening at Halloween Havoc, I wanted to take my time with it. So the Thunder one is gonna be the month leading the month of Halloween Havoc.
Oh, so what you could have done is just ran it all in October.
I could have.
But instead, now you're giving Nitro a whole month off. I don't know about the month off. They'll still be wrestling. We have our no DQ match, and in a decent about that decent wrestling, but not much heat. Bobby Roode defeats Eric Young in a no DQ match with a rude awakening. I woke up this morning, and I had a rude awakening.
Oh man, why was it rude? What happened?
I woke up.
Oh. Fair enough, I guess. After that match, Bobby Roode is celebrating. Suzuki runs in with a chair and just lays Bobby out. He hits him with a chair. He takes him out to the ring. He takes him outside the ring. He slams his head into the steps. He puts him through the Spanish announce table. He beats him down so badly he has to actually have an ambulance help him out.
Wow! Oh shit! Is he gonna be at War Games?
That's what Mike Tenay and Don West are asking. They go, was this a trap? Was Bobby Roode versus Eric Young to weaken and distract him?
I think
while Suzuki was able to pick up the scraps.
You could, that's what I would assume.
That's what I assume, right? We got Mr. 5-Star Chris Candido versus Canyon.
Ooh, a rematch.
Yeah, I had Canyon slated to win. I don't know what happened. I must have misclicked. But yeah, Canyon was supposed to win this, but he does not. Mr. 5-star Chris Candido defeats Canyon in 12:32 with a blonde bombshell.
Damn, back-to-back losses for poor little Canyon here.
Yeah, he was supposed to win, but oh well.
Well, who needs a third match here when Candido's got 2 over him? Doesn't matter now. Sorry, Canyon. we were looking at Canyon's pop, and he's not doing so hot, is he?
He could definitely benefit from something.
The fact that he's pulling out 84s and he's at like a 65 pop right now should tell you everything.
Yeah, fair enough. The Raven comes out and he has a microphone and he says, "Well, all of you heard, I will be facing The Rock at Fall Brawl for the Universal Championship." Now, Rock, I have a lot of respect for you. I've been watching your career at the other company for a while, and you've been putting on some really great matches. And listen, while you were there, wrestling for the Fed, you did a couple movies, former world champion. You've had yourself a hell of a career. But while you were doing all of that, I was over here being the man. You see, I am one of the most successful wrestlers in the history of WCW. I've held just about every championship you can hold. I'm one of the longest reigning world heavyweight champions of all time. I've wrestled the likes of Hulk Hogan, Goldberg, Sting when they were in their primes. I've done it all, Rock. And you came here and you said you wanted to face the best of the best. You said you wanted to face some new competition. Well, let me make this clear, Rock. It doesn't get bigger than me. You see, the last couple of years, I think people have forgotten exactly what I'm capable of. I teamed with Owen Hart, and we had ourselves a successful little tag team. But I feel like everyone forgot exactly what I'm capable of in the main event. And let's make one thing clear, Rock. If you are not prepared, if you sleep on Raven, I will take your belt. Hell, if you train and you practice and you watch tape and you work out, I could still beat you, Rock. In this ring, I can go toe to toe against anybody. In the ring, on the microphone, I'm one of the, damn it, and I will prove it at Fall Brawl when I beat you, the new flash in the pan main eventer that we got from another company. Oh, the new shiny toy, the new car that we're gonna take out for a test drive. But it all comes crumbling down when I beat you, Rock, and I take your belt, and I prove why I am one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And then The Rock's music hits, and The Rock comes out, and The Rock says, "Raven, The Rock was very impressed with your promo. The Rock, you had The Rock shaking in his shoes. You had The Rock wondering, oh, what is The Rock going to do at Fall Brawl?" And then The Rock thought about it, and he realized, wait a second, I'm not worried about Raven, because I am the people's champ. And everyone's cheers, and he says, and as long as the people's champ has his people behind him, well, then Raven, The Rock, is going to layeth the smackdown. Oh, sorry. I guess I can't say that anymore. The Rock
watch
is gonna,
it over there.
The Rock is going to layeth the thunder down on your candy ass, Raven. The Rock is going to show why you're the past and I am the present. And we make that statement at Fall Brawl when I retain my Universal Champion. And then guess what? After War Games, if any of those people want to challenge The Rock afterwards, bring it. Because I am ready to take on all comers, and it starts with you, Raven. Now, since you can say your catchphrase, allow me to say mine. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. And then the two stare each other down, Justin. It looks like they had ourselves a verbal spar, but you can tell that these two have respect for each other.
How so?
I mean, I think the fact that both of them let the other one finish their promo without getting physical, I think, is a good sign.
I like The Rock calling out anyone from the War Games match when they haven't called him out yet.
He's beating him to the punch.
That has made no sense.
Well, he wants to
I wonder
prove-
who's
he
going
wants
to be the number. Who's going to fight Rock next after?
Who knows?
Someone from that War Games match, I would assume.
Maybe.
Well, I heard.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's super crazy.
Ooh.
And our main event tonight, which got an 84, and about to head superb wrestling in gray heat, Matt Hardy defeats Rey Mysterio in 1936 with a flying leg drop following an interference from Billy Kidman, who put himself on commentary with Don West and Mike Tenay. He basically just kind of came out and just...
You never did that.
Matt Hardy was what?
You didn't put him on there.
Oh, I didn't? Oh, well, I was supposed to.
It's all good.
Regardless... Matt Hardy beats Ray and takes the Cruiserweight Championship.
What was the interference?
It was Kidman. He gets out and he gets from the announce table and he attacks him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted you to put a little bit more pizzazz on it.
Yeah, okay, so he was on commentary. He was talking with Tenay and Don West, and then Matt Hardy was arguing with the referee. And I think while Matt Hardy was arguing with the ref, Billy Kidman, he got up with his, because he wasn't talking with a headset. He was talking with a whole microphone because he wanted Ray to hear him talking crap.
Yeah.
And he got up and hit him in the back of the head with a microphone.
Oh, there you go. That'll do
Then
it.
after the match, the Kidman Council, they just swarm the ring. They're trying to do what they did to Bobby Roode. They all get in the ring. They all have chairs, and they're all just beating down Ray. It's looking real rough, and then Hoovy and AJ Styles and Super Crazy, they all run in, and it's just another fight. But at the end of the day, Justin, the numbers game and the weapons, it's too much because the Council stand tall over a down Super Crazy, Hoovy, AJ, and Ray.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That will do it.
Is Bobby going to be healthy enough? Will he be back next Thunder? We'll have to find out. Oh,
find out.
I fucking double clicked, so we'll see what. I think I still won, but we'll see you for next week.